Iko Nini. So kuna vile ringtone APOKO alikuwa arrested jana, na inamaanisha kuwa anaenda kuspend this weekend kwa cell ama in prison, that is industrial area prison. Hiyo prison inaka this year imekuwa ni the prison of celebrities. And kikamtu history ya APOKO, ni story tushabonga juu yake before najua, and umse like the stories that yeye waganiskama kikamtu stories za land imekuwa ni story fulani ile imekuwa ikicirculate for a very long time. But Kenya kuna kuwaga na one thing where we respect wealth more than the source of the wealth itself. So that's one of the reasons why APOKO ameweza kuoperate around na kuwa like as in quotes proud as he is. So wacha tuanze na headline ya Nation. So the headline ilikuwa ni ringtone APOKO, then ikakuwa gospel artist ringtone APOKO charged with defrauding woman of land worth 50 million to spend 4 days behind bars ahead of bond ruling. So history yake, so kama history nashindwa ni gani, inasemekana saizi alitry kukon mother fulani, I think mother mwenye anaitwa ni Miss Adhiambo. Yes, alikuwa anatry kumkon land iko Karen, inasemekana ni 0.1908 hectares. And kile yofanya ni ama kwa hii scam alikuwa anasema that hiyo land amekuwa kiishi hapo for the past 20 years. Umse sijui age yake, but hata semeka iko nini, tuseme iko early 40s. For the past 20 years inamaanisha amekuwa ki on land since he was in his early 20s. Nacheki. So that was the story. But kitu imefanya nikataka kubonga juu yake ni nakumbuka back in the year 2018 kuna vile like Boniface Mwangi alifanyaga like this very long post about land scams hapa Kenya, and one of the people who alimention ilikuwa ni APOKO. And story ilikuwa ni kulikuwa na mlami fulani like a white man ule alikuwa naishi hapa Kenya na hakuwa na wife na hakuwa na children. So what ended up happening ni mzungu akakufa, then after kukufa ikakuwa sasa ni time ya kufaitia property yake. And all the people that mlami mwenye alikuwa ameandika nini, alikuwa ameandika will, and kwa will yake alikuwa amesema that land yake itaenda up imeenda kwa charity. I think part of it was also supposed to go to KWS, yes, Kenya Wildlife. So ini post ya Boniface Mwangi ya 3rd of May 2018 tutaka kujua kuwa APOKO hakuagi like hako new kwa history ya scam. So I will not read the whole thing, but wacha nianze vile ilikuwa inaanza shilling 1 billion land fraud affirms Kenya is a gangster nation. Then ikakuwa no one believed Roger Brian Robson when he joked that some folks were trying to steal his land. A second generation Kenyan of British origin, Robson died in August 2012. He never married and had no children, but he was a big-hearted man who put public interest first as he planned how his estate would be administered after his demise. So tuberuka then tuendelee kwa hii place here. This meant that there was no immediate relative in Kenya when Robson died in 2012, opening a floodgate of fraudsters hell-bent on claiming the deceased estate. Our efforts to uncover these brazen crooks led to the musty filing rooms at Ardhi House, the Ministry of Lands offices in Nairobi. So basically kile Boniface Mwangi alikuwa anatry kuambia seni vile unajua like hapa Kenya, especially if you have no family alafu wewe ni mzee, unakuwaga very vulnerable to like afterwards, like either hata ukiwa alive unazanyanganywa land, lakini mostly waga wanangoja usha dead. So unapata gasi like wanawaka kwa Ardhi House, wanajua ni nani ni mzee, nani wanafikiria hana familia, alafu hata ukiacha will they are going to try and challenge the will. So that's what happened. So then akaendelea, typical scam unfolds this way. A land cartel at Ardhi House identifies elderly, preferably single whites living in affluent suburbs. They then design specific schemes to inherit the land, bypassing any wills and frustrating appointed executors. In some cases, they use existing occupants such as long-serving servants to claim squatter rights. In other instances, they use prominent business people and well-connected individuals to do the legwork. Meanwhile, files in the land registry conveniently disappear. So, wacha turuke mpaka part alibonga juu ya APOKO. So, alibonga juu ya mother fulani naitwa Agnes. So Agnes alikuwa na try kuiba land. So nacheki. So that's how it started. So Agnes okay, kuna zizi Agnes I think the last time nilicheck story za Agnes ni Agnes bado alikuwa kwa hii story. Wacha tuanze na in March 2011 Leonard Omwenga, Meshak Masese and Sami Lotasa went to court to claim the Robson land, alleging they'd lived on it since 1995. They alleged Robson had left the country that year and never returned. When that attempt failed, two other claimants, Martin Waluccio and Friedrich Pitts, lodged their own complaint. Pitts claimed he bought the land in 1994 for 30 million. They could not explain why they had waited 12 years to transfer the land. The claim was dismissed. Then sasa ndio ikafika. Then came Ringtone, real name Alex Apoko, a popular musician renowned for his flashy cars. Ringtone claimed he was acting on his uncle's behalf to claim the land. He did not reveal the identity of the alleged uncle. So after Ringtone ashindwe, ndio kama madha fulani anaitwa Agnes Kagure Karaoke akaenda up occupy the land. She was occupying the land by the time like Boni alikuwa anaandika hii article, and like ukiscroll down kwa hiyo ni news abaki umemcheki ni madha anajuana na kina Uhuru, and it's very sad that such fraudsters end up close to power. Mcheki ana hang out na Uhuru na Ruto, because this is a gangster nation as Boni alikuwa amesema. So ikikam to hizi stories za scams, of course, as I keep saying, kuna vile ubuda naitwa Apoko ama Akuro vile sumu itaga hapa, ni mse iko used to these stories, because apart from hii story pia naweza kutake back to this was 2 years ago. On Tuko kulikuwa na South Sudanese family gives Ringtone 7 days to return missing cars and assets from Karen home or sue him, sindio? Then the family of Matip accused Ringtone Apoko of forcibly taking over their Karen home and denying them access or use despite being the rightful owners. Skia Munifala now imbia 1 minute got this, got that, the next minute yani scammer. After through their lawyers, the Matips claim that the land in question was registered in the name of their late father, who bought it from Judith Guswera in 2010. They claimed Ringtone illegally gained access to the land and locked them out from 2016, and that he destroyed it and taken away 2 high-end vehicles. Hizi magari kuna mwona akiparade nazo hapa inje. Matips have given Ringtone 7 days dating back to Wednesday, June 26 to return the missing cars and restore or pay for distracted material lest they sue him for recovery. So yes, kulikuwa na South Sudanese wala ilikuwa inasemekana amescam. So kuna historia ya South Sudanese, kuna story yake fulani pia ya Runda, like hiyo keja alikuwa anaishi Runda. We mwenyewe jiulize, hii keja alikuwa anaishi Runda, ukisikia like the bullshit story yopatiana ati vile alipataga hii keja ati ni alimbiaga Uhuru Kenyara. After kuimbia Uhuru akampatia I think was 250k. Then Uhuru akakuwa so jazzed that akasema aitwe for another event. Then he went for the other event, he was not paid. But then Uhuru akaenda kwa Uhuru with an idea that Jubilee waki-campaign end up akileta trucks, alafu ati Uhuru alimpay $1 million for 120 days back to back. Kuna stories zingine zinakwaga stories za jaba. Msisahau Uhuru kiasi, and sorry to say, anakwaga mama's boy. So for the 120 million to come out, it would have to be approved by Mama Ngina Kenyatta. Unafikiria Ngina Kenyatta anaweza approve kitu kama hiyo? So hiyo ndio upumbavu ina happen na umse. So saizi yuko jela, and hopefully eventually atabaki amepay for his crimes. Because kitu moja happening in hii country ni vile nashindaga nikisema, we respect money so much, we never care about the source of the money. And also another thing that happens in this country is we never care about the victims, we always care about the fraudster. So kama saizi kutakuwa na fala iko haja tumwachie, haja kuna kitu yote ameiba, bla bla bla. But ukienda tu alafu saizi ubaki umesearch inaitwa ni Apoko alafu Karen, utabaki umecheki articles. So the article ilikuwa hapa ni gospel artist Ringtone Apoko charged with conspiracy to defraud woman of 50 million Karen land. Gospel artist Alex Apoko alias Ringtone has been charged with conspiracy to defraud a woman land worth 50 million. Alafu kibaki go back, I think unaweza cheki the woman anaitwa Teresia Adhiambo. Yes, so the question is, Teresia Adhiambo is not supposed to be, like, we are not supposed to worry about her. We are just supposed to worry about this gospel singer. Yes, this scammer. And these scams make people believe that making money is easy. Alafu watu wengi sana wanaenda hapo wakifikiria hizi get quick rich schemes. Ama si kama huyu anadanganyana hiyo time ati ame make this money through music, and if it's not through music ame make. And you understand, like, these scams. But you can try and imagine women unua land, especially place kama Karen. For you to buy land in Karen, you must be someone who's really worked hard, if it's your money, if it's not fraudulent. So you've worked hard, and then you end up with this piece of land, and then these pieces of shit end up just showing up, claiming your land. Alafu you have to go through the court system to get back what's rightfully yours. All those years when you're not in your house, you're paying rent that you shouldn't be paying. All that time you are worried about if you'll ever get back your property. So that takes a toll on your mental health, and you can try and imagine the sort of damage that this does. So mtu kama APOKO, and the name says it all. Huyu Akuro anafaa tu kustay huko ndani, najua like hii story yake ingekuwa si true, basi ile time ile article ya Standard ilikuwa ni when 13th of May 2018 kuna time the People's Watchman Boniface Mwangi alikuwa ameandika Ruto ati Ruto, poleni jo, mubongaji Ruto sana. Ringtone is a spanner boy for the land grabbing cartel in Nairobi. Githeri media will focus on his attention seeking tactics and ignore the criminal side. Then sasa kukakuwa na hiyo article ilikuwa ni Pursuit of the Promised Land. Alafu hapa basically Boni alikuwa ame break down. So ilikuwa in a Facebook post on May 3rd, Boniface Mwangi implicates gospel singer Ringtone in a land scam. Alafu so this guy is a land scammer, and yes, quick money, walks around flaunting wealth. And as I always say, it's very hard to find people who've worked hard for their money walking around flaunting wealth. Kipataga mostly nakwaga ni scammers, because scammers are trying to lure people in and scam them even more. So I hope yo maragwe ya industrial area tendelea kubamba Ringtone. Iko Nini.